After we shot the video of me shooting the FNX at the range, the hammer and teacup FUDs started popping out and taking issue with the grip that I was using on this pistol. So let's talk about the perfect pistol grip, because what's taught is the hammer and teacup, and I understand why that's taught by shooting instructors, and we're going to make sure that we are clear, there's nothing in there. We're going to put in a short magazine that has nothing in it. So the hammer and teacup is something like this. The important thing to remember here is they want you to keep your thumb away from back here. The reason they do that is because this is the best two-handed grip you can take for strength. The problem with that is with a gun, it makes your support thumb sit higher than the thumb of your gun hand, and that means that when the slide comes back, it's going to rip the top of your thumb off, you're going to bleed, and in a life or death situation, you're probably only going to get one shot off before the gun bites you and you get stabbed to death by your killer. So this is what shooting instructors teach, because they have to teach the common lowest denominator. They have to teach some old lady that's going to go in there, get a gun for protection, and she's never going to go to the range. She's never going to work on her grip. You can make your own custom grip to accommodate you, as long as you go and practice it, so that in a high stress situation, you have enough muscle memory with that grip to get right to that grip. Because what that old lady is going to want to do is, through fear and panic, she's going to just grab the gun and go with the best grip she can have on it, and that's going to get her bit in the thumb. It's probably going to get her thumb ripped off, depending on which gun. So I think that's why they teach the hammer and teacup, but just look at it. Look at how inefficient it is. You are taking the gripping power of your support hand. You're cutting it in half because your thumb's not back here. Now all you can do is get some kind of, look how easy that is. And this is how your gun wants to move. It's going, the muzzle's going to want to move up and back. So it's going to want to come right out. This is so ineffective. Yeah, so what I do, and what I was doing in the video, is I'm over 6 foot tall, I have bigger hands, I can get away with this. Not everybody will. But instead of doing the hammer and teacup, because we all know that a teacup cannot hold an effing hammer, which is what I find hilarious about the name, I take a couple fingers down here, I support down here, so that when the gun's trying to move back, the pistol grip's going to want to move forward and up. Well, I have fingers back here to stop that. And I move my thumb all the way down here to my wrist, and I'm pushing these fingers back towards my wrist. So now, that's about as far as my actual gun hand can move. With the old grip that they're teaching, I mean, it's pretty easy, right? And it's going to be hard for your hand, this one, to react in time to actually grip before the recoil starts taking the gun out of your grip. So what I do, couple fingers down here, and I can reach all the way back here to my wrist. As long as my support hand thumb does not touch the top of my thumb, I know I'm safe. Look how far down my support thumb is. There is no way that that slide is going to eat this thumb. So as long as I stay back here, I'm good, and I have a great grip. So if I feel anything on my shooting hand thumb on the top of it, I know that I made a mistake, and I will stop shooting before I can get my thumb ripped off. But I've never had that happen, and I shoot large pistols. So this has never been a thing for me. This is a great grip. This is the best grip for me because I can take advantage of having larger hands. It works well, and I'm never in danger of actually getting bit by the gun. So I suggest you go out there, you shoot a gun, and you find what's best for you, and then you practice with that. So under adrenaline and in a bad situation, you have enough muscle memory with that grip to go straight to it and not do something wrong that could cause you to die. Truth be told, if this is the best way you can shoot, right? If you can score bullseyes with your pinky like this from 100 yards away, this might just be the best grip for you. I'm not going to knock you for it, especially if you're dead ass accurate with it and it works out for you. Honestly, I really don't care. But people need to understand the main reason why shooting instructors teach the hammer and the teacup, and they need to get around it and evolve and get better. So that's what I'm preaching. That's what works for me. I had a couple comments. I'm still waiting for them to reply to me and tell me exactly what my thumb, all the way back here, is in the way of. Something tells me I'm going to be waiting for a long time for an answer from any of them. So, yeah, do with this information as you will. The important thing is you can easily try this at the range, and all it's going to cost you is a couple rounds, and you will see just how effective a grip like this can be. Cut.